A magnificent welcome to the grand finale of the ACC Women's Premier Cup, live from the home and heart of cricket in Malaysia. Today is so much more than just a trophy. Over the last 2 weeks, we've witnessed a seismic shift in women's cricket, proving that the gap in the associate game is closing at a breathtaking pace. The dynamic, fearless talent on display this week is proof that the future of this sport is truly global. It all comes down to this: the defending champions, the UAE, taking on the powerhouse of Thailand. Ultimate regional supremacy and a massive statement of intent on the line. Let's head straight to the middle, where Shahidur is standing with both the captains for the most important toss.
A very good afternoon, and it's a big game today. 18 teams started off this journey, and now we have the top two. It's the grand finale, the final match, and I'm here for the all-important toss. I have the two skippers with me, Nirmal from Thailand and Isha Oja from UAE, alongside our match referee, Varsha. So Nirmal will flip the coin. Tails is the call, and it's heads. So, Nirmal, an important game for you. You're ready for this?
Of course, this is the last game for us, and let's like everybody know this is a big game. Yeah.
And you have been very consistent throughout this series. So, anything you wanted to say about your players and how you're going to plan going into this game?
We just I just want to say is this game like every game that we won, you know. So just stick in our plan and play a good cricket with our band. Yeah.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
So Isha, happy with the decision, or you wanted something else?
Oh, no, we wanted to have a bat first, so we're happy with that decision.
So happy, captain, and I think you'll be very happy with your personal performance as well. You're right up there, and teamwork we have seen all throughout this series. So anything about your team, how important is this team to you?
I mean, it's really important. Everybody's done their part. Everybody's played their parts. I think a few things you have to do as individuals, but the overall team effort is what helps you reach that. So I think everybody's played their part, be it the first player or the 14th player and the support staff. So really grateful for everyone and hoping to have a good last game today.
So going against an unbeaten Thailand side, what's your message to your team?
I think take it as every other game we've played till now. I think every game we've played, we started fresh. We've tried to do our basics right, and we've just tried to put our best foot forward, and that's what we want to do today as well.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
So the news from out here, Thailand won the toss and they will be bowling first.
Thailand have won the toss and they've decided to bowl first. I think they're looking to play to their strengths, and to discuss this further in the commentary box with me for the grand finale to kick things off, Dennis Musali.
Thank you very much, Adish. Very, very happy to be here. And after over 39 games, we come down to the final game, which is the 40th game in this tournament. The top two seeds in this tournament are facing off each other. Of course, both teams all the way to the final have been unbeaten. But Thailand, ranked 12th in the world, will be the favorites. And they will be taking on that 16th ranked, the UAE, in this final. What should be an interesting clash. Probably the best bowling team in Thailand coming up against one of the most ferocious batting lineups in the tournament.
Absolutely. That's exactly why I said Thailand would have been very happy to win the toss and decide to bowl first. Both the teams looking to do exactly what they're strong at. The UAE captain, Isha Oza, also said we wanted to bat first anyway. So the toss has gone in favor of either of them, which means it is a contest that we have to wait and watch for, and it will most often than not go down to the wire.
Yeah, most definitely. Thailand, a team that likes to always have first crack at it in terms of bowling. Usually you win the toss and decide to bat, but Thailand, I think, have only won the toss once in this tournament and chosen to bat first. But this time in the all-important final, and they are taking on the defending champions of this tournament, the UAE. Thailand will be looking at getting the initiative ahead of their rivals.
Both these teams met last year in the ICC Emerging Women's Nations Trophy in the finale as well. And Thailand won against UAE. They bundled out this magnificent batting lineup. And that is exactly what they will look to do again. And the UAE have a lot in terms of redemption.
Yeah, I'm thinking then home advantage must have been really an advantage for Thailand because we are playing at home and they understood those conditions. But here, neutral ground, we could have this game becoming one of the most entertaining from this tournament.
Absolutely. The umpires are ready. The batters are in the middle. Bowlers ready. Panita Maya with the new ball. The umpire says play. Just shot a good length. Good start.
Yeah, Panita Maya bowling from her favorite end. I think she's starting to think that this is her home ground because she's always coming from the Golden Hope end. And she'll bowl the ball on a coin throughout the whole day. Unless you hit her off that length, she's going to be in your business the whole day.
We've already seen in the afternoon game how the quicks were very successful from the Golden Hope end. Slightly fuller, driven, a misfield at cover. She did get a hand to it, which means the speed of the ball will come down a couple of runs.
Very rare misfield by Thailand because they're always brilliant in the field. But that ball was hit with some power from Asia. It came very quickly to the field. I think she got surprised by it. First runs on the board for UAE.
Sun is out. It's hot. It's humid. We haven't seen the ball move in the first couple of deliveries.
Nothing yet. And Panita Maya doesn't work with a lot of movement. I think her strength.
On the stumps, quick single, great cricket all round, worthy of a final.
Yeah, for Panita Maya, usually her USP is just bowling that ball on a good length. So she will never go away from that. She's very, very disciplined on that line and length.
Which brings Tirtha Satish, the wicket-keeper batter, on strike. She's been a fantastic striker of the cricket ball. We've seen her grow from strength to strength in this tournament. Good against pace and spin. And very good square of the wicket.
You know, Satish is the classic left-hander, very, very good on the eye. Plays some very eye-candy shots. And between herself and Asia, I think they complement each other very well. Very aggressive inside the power play.
Third man and fine leg. Goes slightly short, slightly wide. Very well watched by Tirtha. Both these batters want to watch the ball till the very end and are very, very solid.
Yeah, but I think that one of the things that allows them to do that is they have a very solid technique. So they are sure where they are standing. They can come forward. They can rock back when they want to. The difference being, I think Asia is really very strong inside the V.
Well, that's a wild delivery. In the air. Fielder takes it. But it is a no ball. It's above waist. A freebie given to the openers of the UAE.
Yeah, Panita Maya, rare failure from her, dishing out a full toss, but well played by Satish. Was flying all the way to the boundary. If that had been in the gap, I think would have gone all the way for half a dozen.
That shows the pace of Panita Maya. All she did was place the ball and went straight down the throat of deep third.
Yeah, Nanapat had very little room for error on the boundary. Any chance there could have either gone for half a dozen or a boundary.
Free hit. Short ball hits the head. Races to the boundary behind the keeper. Fine leg will cut it off. There's a confusion in the middle. Yes and no. Everybody misses it. What is going on?
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication between the two batters. Completely different networks nearly got them in trouble. I don't know if whether the ball that struck Asia's head sort of confused her a little bit because there wasn't an opportunity of a second run. Different style of bowling there from Panita Maya. Bowled a bumper ball on that free hit. Have a look at it again. It came off the helmet. Usually in this situation these days, they call out the physio just to check that the batter is fine.
The umpire did check on her and she seemed to be very, very okay. Slight movement in the field.
I think in those moments, it's very difficult for a batter to say they are not okay, run out opportunity.
Deep square and a deep third in place. Short ball, hoiked away behind square for a boundary. That race to the boundary.
Yeah, I was giving Panita Maya her flowers for bowling on that coin, but a very indifferent first over. Half tracker and Chatich pounces on it very, very quickly. Get it to the boundary. Eventful first over. 10 runs coming off it, and this in this final. It's 10 for no loss after 1 over.
Dennis, it'll be very important for them to make a quick comeback because the UAE is a batting powerhouse. They're a stronghold. You let them take away as many runs as possible, you are not going to be in the game for very much longer. And that's exactly why their most experienced player, Tipacha, with her left arm spin, will share the new ball.
Yeah, and when we talk about partnerships, I think even bowling in partnerships is important. Now the responsibility was on Tipacha to try and wrestle back control. Maya went for a couple of runs, so she needs to keep it very, very quiet.
Very good start. She's right there making the batter play.
Adish, with the way we spoke about the style of Asia, I'm surprised I haven't put someone at long off and long on because those are the zones that she likes to hit into.
3 dot balls on the trot. The long on now goes back and there is a deep mid wicket, which indicates that she will be trying to bowl the middle and leg stump line. And if Isha has to manufacture a boundary, she's got to go inside out.
And she can't go inside out.
That's worked away off the pads. Quick work done at short fine. Will be a single.
Yeah, Panita Maya this time doing the cleanup. So already very hard work in the field for Thailand. They wanted the responsibility of bowling first. But I think they are going to run into a team that likes to score so many runs.
This will be a very interesting matchup. Tirtha Satish, the left-hander, facing Tipacha. There's a deep mid and a long on in place. Worked away on the leg side. Very well done to cut that off at short fine.
Yeah, both sides of the wicket for Tipacha. That's the advantage of having a left and right combination. Because all the fielders have to keep changing. The bowler also has to keep that in mind. So the opportunities for the batting team.
A dot ball to finish. A very good over from Tipacha. After 2, UAE are 12 for none. Vanita Maya will continue. We've not seen any movement of the wicket or in the air. For her, she's always bowled stump to stump. That short delivery that she bowled to Tirtha that went to the boundary was very unlike Vanita Maya.
Yeah, very, very unlike that first over, like we mentioned. Had everything happening in it. Not so sure whether it is the left and right that's disturbing her. She's just making some adjustments in the field, and they sort of do the right thing. They remove the deep square leg and have a fine leg option. They sort of go back to the conventional cricket field as we know it. Third man and fine leg.
Yeah, deep third, fairly straight. Short ball punched away off the back foot, finds the gap through covers. It is a very quick outfield. Has that been stopped? They will pick up 3 runs.
Yeah, what a top quality fielding effort on the boundary. Very good work. Looked like a lost cause, but the fielder never gave up on it. And she's able to drag the ball back into play. But what a shot there from Satish. Very, very good eye candy. When the lefties play some of those shots through covers, they look amazing.
Left-handers elegance, as they would say. That's wonderfully played. She finds the gap on the offside. This time the captain. Will it be a boundary? Unfortunately, it will be. That was a valiant effort.
Yeah, some very good work on the boundary. Very good work on the boundary there from Sunida. But unfortunately, when she kept the ball in, just kept rolling and just went towards the rope. But good placement there from Isa. Just made sure she gets the ball to run off the face of the bat.
Now the runs are coming thick and fast for UAE. Thailand have a lot to worry about. Fanita Maya especially, their strike ball has already gone for 16.
Yeah, it's 4 runs. It's 7 runs in just 2 balls already.
Glides it to backward point. Well, the UAE have taken to this power play like fish to water. They're doing exactly what they had in mind.
Yeah, I think they also realize that they need to score as much as possible inside this power play, and they have the ability. So why not maximize this power play?
That's a better delivery. Made the batter play. I think Fanita Maya is slowly but steadily finding her way back.
And also, I've liked the responsibility with which Asia is playing. Usually, she likes to go all out, but today it's controlled aggression.
I was just saying that she's finally finding it right when she passes down the pads of Isha Oza for a wide.
Yeah, one of those days where the marker is all over the place for Maya. She's usually right on the money, but this time she's struggling. Isa Ocean Satish need to know that the longer they bat, the more runs the UAE will score.
It's a better delivery, driven straight to backward point.
I don't know why Isa is angling her bat instead of giving it the full face. If she gives it a full face, it's very easy with the quality that she has. She can pierce the cover region.
4 fielders on the offside in the inner ring. Does that this time, but will be hit straight to the fielder. A dot ball to end the third. It's 20 for no loss.
Yeah, a bit of a frustration on that end, but it's okay. I think that milked enough runs from that over.
Three more overs left in the power play. I think that's what they would be discussing. How much can we score out of these 18 deliveries?
To get another 20, that will be 40 for no loss inside the power play. And I think you'll take that any day, anytime, especially in a game of this magnitude. This is the final. You either go big or go home.
Absolutely, go big or go home. Tipacha will continue. She knows how to go big. It's a very good delivery, pushing the ball just outside off stump.
Yeah, Tipacha, for your information, Adish, the leading wicket taker in women's T20 internationals with 162 scalps to her name.
Puts that in the gap. Will only be a single. Absolutely, and no wonder she's been entrusted with the new ball. She knows, she's seen it all. She's done it. She's also been the captain of the side. She's got all the experience in the world. And just a few days ago, she also got her 100 T20I cap.
Yeah, probably a captain in waiting for the Thai women. Because in a couple of games in this tournament, she was given the leadership responsibility.
We were talking about her wanting to go inside out. She's opted for the shot, connected it well, and will race away to the boundary. This is great batting from the captain.
A hit me ball from Tipacha. And for the player with the quality of Asia, she will always put that away. You have no protection on the offside. So anything that goes through the infield, you just race to the boundary.
She's a very special player, Isha Oza. Can bat, can ball, used to be a keeper, picking up hat-tricks. That's a good comeback delivery. But at this stage,
that's a boundary. Backed away, created room for the shot. That's what they mentioned, that she's a special player. She's able to manufacture shots of that quality.
walks across this time, hits it back past the bowler. There will be no chance for any of the fielders there. Will race away to yet another boundary in the over.
Yeah, Tipacha will have to blame herself this time. Again, the ball hit past the ball and races to the boundary. Mentioned that Asia is very, very strong inside the V. It's straight down the ball. I've just stuck out a lazy hand, Tipacha. And the ball just went to the boundary with a bit of her hand.
Captain's getting a move on a couple of boundaries in this over already. This is turning out to be an expensive one as well. We watchfully played another dot to end another over. After 4, it's 29 for no loss. Dennis, you mentioned 40 for no loss inside the power play. They would be very, very happy with. They're very close to the mark and they have 2 more overs to go.
I think one of the things I've liked about the UAE and how they are going about their business this afternoon is the clarity with which they want to score their runs. They're not going gung-ho or throwing the kitchen sink at the Thai bowling. But they've just made sure that they put away all the loose deliveries. And that's how they've gotten to 29 for no loss with very minimal risk.
New bowler in the attack, Sunida. A wild delivery outside the leg stump that will be called a wide. Not the ideal start that she would have hoped for. This bowling change, it's something that we usually don't see. Whoever starts with the new ball finishes the power play. So this is a forced change.
And not a bad change there from the captain. I think they need to.
Oh, that's driven beautifully through the covers. It's racing away to yet another boundary. A long chase will be stopped. 3 more runs.
Yeah, 3 runs to the total for the UAE and another classic cover drive from Satish. Not a forced change, in my opinion. I think it was the right decision. These two are starting to get used to the other 2 bowlers. When you have options in the team, why not use them? Sunida is the leading wicket taker in the tournament with 15 scalps. So she's more than capable to take charge.
Should be bowling to the captain. Stump to stump. We've already seen a couple of times the ball going to the longer part of the boundary and not getting to the boundary.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if there's something that side or the shots are not that powerful.
Another misfield of her own bowling. These are minor things that you will have to look to not give away easily, especially in a big final.
Yeah, a couple of butterfingers are from Thailand. Just need to regroup and sort themselves out. But every time the batters have been facing from the Golden Hope end, especially the right-handers, when you hit the ball through the covers, it quickly races to the boundary. But Satish has twice played some good cover drives, just haven't gone to the boundary.
Will be a single down to long on. It's not just the boundaries that are coming. They're also very, very quick to take on every opportunity for a single or a double.
Yeah, that's why I've told you that the clarity with which the UAE are scoring runs today has given them that advantage. They're not trying to tear the leather off the ball, but they're just making sure that they put away the bad balls. And if they can't put away the good balls, they're at least getting the singles.
It's worked away on the leg side. Fine leg will give chase. Will be another couple of runs and a wild throw. Like you said, regrouping is the right word. They really need to do Thailand.
Yeah, I think Thailand will be thinking that they need to do that water break now to allow them to just take a breather.
Well, they have 5 more overs for that to happen, unless a wicket comes their way. It's driven beautifully. Another small, slight misfield. Over number 5 comes to a close, 37 for no loss.
Tipacha will continue from the other end, but Adish will not continue because Shadul joins me in the commentary box. Shadul, welcome.
Thank you so much. And I think we are all excited for this grand finale. Well, 18 teams started off, only 2 are remaining, and only one of them will get their hands on the prize, the trophy of the ACC Premier Cup. Tirtha Satish on strike. And again, a slight bit of misfield. Well, we can see from the body language, Thailand for the first time in this tournament looks to be under a lot of pressure.
I was about to notice that today they just don't seem like they woke up on the right side of the bed. Usually they're very, very agile in the fields and have a lot of energy.
Oh, there's a big appeal. This should be close.
Yeah, nothing given there from the umpire. She has the best view on the ground.
Yeah, that was a close call. And for the first time, we have seen the bowler getting something out of this wicket. Much better. I think that's the right line and length, just outside the off stump. Not too short, not too wide.
Yeah, and this is the final over of the power play, so they need to keep it quiet so that it's not worth a lot of runs for the UAE. And maybe for the UAE also thinking that if we can get ourselves close to 50, then we'll have had a good job in the power play.
Beautifully bowled. Good end to the over. Oh, well, there's still 2 more deliveries to go. But yes, talking about Tipacha, I think she has been exceptional throughout this tournament. Bowled with a lot of control. Again, beautifully driven down to long on for a single.
Yeah, I think in the world there are not so many bowlers who can bowl with that new ball and with good control. But Tipasha does that with so much ease for the team. And it's no wonder that she's the leading wicket taker in women's T20I internationals.
And beautifully driven. Well, she's a class, isn't she?
No, she's so much class, Satish. Time gets on top of the ball and just make sure she caresses it so that they can be able to pick up 1 run. And at the end of the power play, UAE is 40 for no loss. So there's the confirmation from the umpire, end of the power play. And I think the power play belongs to UAE here. 40 runs without a wicket. Just the ideal start for them. Yeah, the perfect platform for them to try and launch from here on. When you're 40 for no loss, you must be thinking that you can easily get to at least 140 runs from here on. Especially when you have at least all your wickets intact. The spell ball, just sliding it through. Well, Sunita is the highest wicket taker in this competition so far. And I think she has bowled well. Very economical as well, even today. And beautifully driven and good fielding as well. Good all-round cricket. Yeah, I think she has also benefited a lot from the pressure that is created by the two opening bowlers. By the time she comes on, people are thinking of taking her on, and then that's when she's been able to pick up the wickets. Well, the only difference I have seen with the rest of the teams versus UAE is both these batters, they like pace on ball. That swept away and swept in the gap as well. And good fielding from the deep, just a single. Yeah, very good work there from Onicha. Comes around very, very quickly. First doing the basics right. Got to the ball as in a flash. And she was able to keep it to one. Yes, and I think one of the main reasons why they are so good against pace is they have an express pacer in their own team, which is Samaira. Will be very useful in these conditions. Look at that, beautifully driven, dissecting the two fielders on the offside, between point and cover. Couple of runs again. Isha Oja, she's just showing her class. Yeah, she's a very good player. Just great players, they say, find the gaps. Good players hit the ball to the fielders, but Isha is very good. She's able to really needle the ball between the two fielders. Plays the ball a bit late and then opens the face of the bat just to get it through the gap. Yes, it was nothing more than a gentle push. This time she finds the gap even better. That's time to perfection. That ball will race to the boundary. Yeah, that's a poor ball from Sunida. Hit me ball, and it's definitely hit by Aisha. With outside off stump. Very, very easy pickings for a player in the sort of form that Aisha is in. See that on the replay again. Very, very too much width on offer. All Isa had to do was put it through the gap and get it to the boundary. Yes, again an expensive over. Thailand will have some worries about this partnership, especially Isha Oja was out there, end of the over, 47 without loss. Well, UAE, they're maintaining a hefty run rate here, 6.71. Even if they go at this pace, they'll end up roughly around 140. But yes, if these two batters can move on, we might be expecting 180, 190, even 200. Yeah, the only way out of this one for Thailand is by getting these two out. They need to get it, they need to break this partnership, and they make a change in the bowling. Suliporn Laumi, again, a very good spinner. And I think the spin trio for Thailand really worked well before this game. This is the first time I've seen the spinners not been able to pick up wickets and conceding runs as well. Can Laumi do something different? And that's the thing, that the quality, this is the final, so the quality is different. Starts off with a flighted delivery, went for the sweep, straight to the fielder. Yeah, the first shot of Anga there from Satish. If she could have been able to just paddle the ball and try and beat the fielder rather than go for power in the shot, could have gotten some more rewards. It was slashed straight to the point fielder. Well, I think I've noticed something very different in this Thailand side today. Is that usually they're very vocal, very energetic on the field, and just with a 47-run partnership, you can see the shoulders dropping. That's not a good indication. Flighted, that's driven for a single. Yeah, Shahid, I'll tell you today that they've run into a well-oiled machine. And the UAE, I think, have been improving game by game ever since they started the quarterfinals. Yesterday, 10-wicket win in the semi-final. Those are not things of every day. So today in the final, they look very, very interested. And UAE will have to, Thailand will need to do special things for them to be able to put UAE away. Yes, and mind you, that 10-wicket win was against a very formidable Hong Kong China side. So I think that within itself was a big statement which could have shaken Thailand. It's all about the psychological effect when you go into the big games like this. Well bowled. Yeah, so it's important just to stick to your plan. Keep doing the things that got you here and maybe just do them better so that you can be able to get the result. They've just, like we've mentioned, they've just looked indifferent today, not agile, not very loud on the park, because those are usually the things that give them the advantage. That was the quicker delivery. It was started in, almost taken by surprise, Isha Oja on that occasion. Very much so, but you can see she was willing to offer a shot. She knows there's no protection on the offside. If she's able to get the ball through, she could be able to get a boundary. I think Thailand did their homework. They know that Isha Oja is someone who likes the off spinners. And every time it's in her slot, she's got to line up for that huge shot down the ground. End of the over, it's 49 for naught. A 2-run offer, Shaidu, and I think Thailand needs so many of those so that they can wrestle back control. Yes, absolutely. At least few overs, 2 or 3 overs from here to put some sort of pressure back on the batting side. And you can see one good over. Now the run rate is just 6.12. Another bowling change for Thailand. Onicha comes into the attack. More spin. But more importantly, it has to be very good spin. Yes, Onicha was very good in the semi-finals. Picked up wickets, was economical as well. Thailand will be expecting something similar in today's game as well. This is the big final and a lot to play for. It's the title on the line. Yeah, Thailand continue to work without an extra cover. The quality of batting that Asia has. Have a deep mid wicket, deep square leg, and then long on and long off. That's well bowled. Hint of turn into the right hander. They're going for the second. This is excellent running. Yeah, Onicha, they are not very happy with the fielders on the boundary. I think they never came off very quickly off the rope. But the placement, take nothing away from the placement there from Asia. Placed it perfectly that to allow them to pick up 2 runs. And that double brings up the 50 for the UAE. Yes, and a 50-run partnership as well for the opening wicket. Again, a very good start for UAE. Again, look at that. Just maneuvering the ball around with ease. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why most times in a lot of teams, they tell you that the fielder who is at mid-wickets when an off-spinner is bowling has to be your best fielder in the team because that's a very high traffic area. Well, the skipper, Narumal Chaiwai, she'll need to put her thinking hat now. They need to find a wicket from somewhere. Not just a wicket, I think 2 wickets at least. Again, the square drive. She's very strong square of the wicket as well, Tirtha Satish. Now, I'll tell you what happens in this moment. After this over, the teams will go for, after the next over, the teams will go into the drinks break. And that break can work wonders for Thailand. Usually when you're the one going well, you don't want the break to come. Which in this case will be, oh, that's the wicket. That's what they needed. And it's Onicha who gets it. Tita Satish departs. Yeah, Tita Satish giving a handshake back to Onicha. Had hit the ball well, but just never got the angle correct. This ball going straight to the bowler who gets the breakthrough. Finally, the breakthrough comes for Thailand. 52 for 1. Very, very good opening stand that has laid a very good foundation, a firm foundation for the UAE. See that on the replay again. In the slot, doesn't get the angle well, but just hits it straight to the bowler. And the celebration comes out there from Onicha. And that was a sharp catch as well. The ball just dying onto her. It's not easy, especially when it's coming to you at that pace. But she has judged that to perfection. Yeah, very well done. A lot of off spinners are expected to also be good fielders. And Onicha doing the fielding of her own bowling. She will not need the rest of the team. A new batter for the UAE. It's Hina Harish, the left-hander. Also a very good spinner as well. Left arm off spin. Well, she idolizes Ravindra Jadeja. And has a kind of similar bowling action like him as well. Yeah. Not very different from Jadu. Very rare to see complete left-handers bowl left and bat left. And she's a gun fielder as well. So just like the person she idolizes, it's Onicha with the ball. Beautifully bowled. This could just be the over. A quiet one and a wicket as well. Very good over there to start off things from Onicha. 52 for 1 after 9 overs. UAE. Where we were discussing about putting on that thinking hat. And that's exactly where she made the change, bringing Onicha into the attack, and she delivered. But yes, Thailand will need more of that, and Laumi will continue in here. Yeah, that's a plan that you need to, when you're trying to look for a breakthrough, you don't stick to the same options. You just need to make sure that you give opportunities to everyone. You just never know who has the golden arm on the day. So last over before drinks. Again, this is good length. She's not allowing Aisha Oja any room at the same time, not flighting it too much as well. Yeah, to just give to give us a challenge to the batters. Just need to bowl in those good areas. Again, cut away straight to the fielder. Fielder could have done better. So much better, but she just allowed them to pick up that single very, very easily. A clean pick and throw could have had any of them struggling to make ground. But the positive side to that is now they have 4 deliveries to the new batter. Well, sometimes it can be a blessing in disguise if they can get a wicket in here. Yeah, if they can, because the matchup works well there for Laumi. If she can get a slip in, just try and challenge her 1 or 2 balls. She doesn't have to stay in there for a very long time, but just 1 or 2 balls and see if anything can come off. It's well bowled and well driven as well. Gets off the mark with a single. I think Satish says, Hena Harris says that what Isha can do, I can also do. That shot came straight out of the middle of the bat. It's very pleasing on the eye. And at the same time, I think she just needs to play that anchor role. Oh, that's a long hop, half tracker, and she's gone. That's the big wicket. That's what Thailand were looking for. It's the big fish. Isha Oza, she departs after 31 runs, and Laumi got that wicket, and that's 2 in 2 consecutive overs. Yeah, I think Laumi is a very lucky girl. She got away with that. Everyone was looking the other way, thinking the ball has gone out of the park, but that ball stayed so low and struck her on the boot. She was out for all money. Eza Oja, I think, couldn't imagine a ball she could have hit even with her eyes closed is the one that is able to get out. But fortune favors the brave, and the luck with Thailand. They get the big fish for 31. UAE is now 54 for 2 after 9.4. And in that moment, the teams will take a drinks break. Welcome back. We had a short drinks break, and what a wicket just before the break was that wicket of Isha Oja. And now we have two new batters for the likings of Thailand. It's 54 on the board. Oh, poor delivery once again. This time she finds the gap, and Samara gets off the mark in style. 4 runs to begin with. Again, that half tracker. Not the best of starts. Well, she was very fortunate to get that wicket off Isha Oja, but this time Samira punishes her. And a good way to start her innings, and a good way to welcome my fellow commentator. Dipesh, welcome back.
Thank you. It's a different feeling when you get the highest run scorer out. By now, it's also 10 overs gone. Another beautiful shot execution has been top class there from UAE batters, and Samira.
Well, we are at the halfway stage, 58 for 2. And Onicha will continue. Well, she's the bowler with the golden up, picked up that first wicket. And we have seen another wicket following in the next over. It's all about wickets, and they have picked up both the openers. Fuller delivery, well bowled.
It's a long batting lineup, to be very honest, Shah. It's at the moment that they are into. Right now, they don't want to give any extra runs. The dot balls are good, and wickets are even better. That will be the only strategy with Thailand, because Thailand knows that, even for a 140 or a 150, they have that batting lineup, So they will be looking to wrap this innings around less than 140. That will give them that extra edge in the second innings to come back and fight for it.
That's punched away. Another single. And yes, I think for the first time I have seen a lot of extras from Thailand as well. Usually they're a team that bowls with a lot of discipline.
I think if you take about, the bowling of Thailand, they've been disciplined throughout. But today, as yes, there are extras here and there. But to be very honest, they have managed to hold on to the UAE batters, because it's not easy to keep UAE batters quiet for a long time, and that is the nature of their batting. If you've seen Isha, if you've seen Tirtha Satish, they have been attacking the ball left, right, center throughout.
Yes, absolutely. It's all about taking the right approach and batting with a lot of intent. We have seen this UAE side getting better and better every game. And even today, they were off to a wonderful start. Just a couple of wickets to slow things down. Another dot delivery. This spinning duo is doing a wonderful job here. Onicha and Laumi.
Now, this is, again, a difference. If you've seen the running between the wickets of Isha and Tirtha, even for these kind of, situations, they used to immediately run. The start used to be immediate.
Yes, I think that's a very good point. It's not only about the boundary hitting ability, but it's also the ability to rotate the strike, which both of them were very good at.
Oh, it's a flawless communication that both had, Isha and Tirtha. Somewhere down the line, Samaira and Hina will have to do this.
And fuller delivery. This is a wonderful over. A quiet one, just 2 runs of that. It's 60 for 2. Well, Dipesh, that's something that can happen once you lose a couple of wickets. For the first time, the run rate is below 6. It's just 5.45 runs per over. So the momentum is shifting towards Thailand.
Well, it's a long way to go, to be very honest, Shah. Yes, for the moment you can say that, but the last 5 overs will be the deciders, because see, UAE, to be very honest, they have a good batting depth, and I think they will utilize that batting depth. And once they know that, you just have those last 5 overs to deal with, they will be only looking at that 3-figure number on the scoreboard.
Yes, and UAE, they have a very good bowling attack. So anything over 100 will still be challenging. It's not going to be easy. Good use of the feed and sharp fielding as well from Laumi.
Because maximum of the deliveries that we've seen are on the good length, not even on the short of the length, or not even more to do with the over pitch deliveries. But the good length has been a consistent factor in this innings till now.
Fuller delivery, slightly aerial, but she'll find a single. Again, a very good over so far, just a single from the 3 deliveries that she bowled. Well, Dipesh, what do you think should be an ideal score on a pitch like this?
I think 170, 175 should be a good total to defend.
Well, it seems slightly unlikely looking into the situation right now. 61 for 2. We're into the 12th over. So someone needs to bat really well.
You will have to put on runs. That goes without saying. It's a final game.
That's beautifully swept. That's in the gap. Well, again, they've settled down for just a single.
Oh, this is just masterclass fielding from Thailand as well. As I told you, the discipline in fielding, the discipline in bowling that they have shown. By now, UAE would be looking at 85, 90, but they're still at 62. That tells you the story.
Yes, and you can see the change in the body language as well. That was a short delivery pulled away for a single. Now the fielders, they're looking much more energized, and surely the spirits were lifted with those 2 wickets. End of the over, 63 for 2. It's going to be Onisha will continuing. Well, she has bowled very well. 2 overs, 5 runs. That's Natakan, the opening batter. She will have to bat well and give Thailand a good start, irrespective of whatever total they will be chasing.
See, that is what I was going to tell you, that 5 bowling options have been used right now. Fanita, Tipacha, Sunida, Laumi and Onicha. Both of them, in fact, Laumi and Onicha has managed to pick up a wicket. But if you see the other bowlers, which is Sunida, Tipacha and Fanita, they've been very economical. And it is the game of economics when you talk about big games like this.
Yes, it's all about those minute details and numbers that will have an impact on big games like this, another single.
See, because these are the things that run in any coach's mind, or the back staff that you have, the background staff, the coaching staff that you have. They will be thinking on all these numbers, that how economical are the bowlers.
And I think when it comes to economy, the Thailand bowlers have done a wonderful job. Most of the spinners, they're very good. Straight to the field, a good sharp fielding there for Tipacha.
Because other than that opening partnership of Isha and Tirtha, which was a 52 runs partnership, after that immediate breakdown of Isha's wicket, after that again 2 new batters coming in, taking time to settle.
Yes, and this is just a time where Thailand can find their way back into this game.
Because then you're talking about 20 overs. You break it down, your first wicket goes after a opening partnership of 52. Then your immediate set batter, which was Isha, captain, the big fish in the pond. After that, when you have 2 new batters coming in, they will take some time with this kind of a bowling that is going on.
Well, there you have heard it from the expert himself, Mr. Dipesh, 65 for 2. And I think, yes, it's all about the dynamics. And I think these two sides are pretty balanced. And we might have a very good game. This might just go to the wire if both of them play to their potential. And that's expected.
Because one point surprises me, where Isha and Tirtha both are very good, on the offside. But only 65% runs, which is only 39 runs have come on the offside. That again tells you that how they have guarded that offside boundary, and not many runs have come on the offside boundary as well.
Flighted and good fielding was a sharp take that will end the over. 66 for 2. Well, the game is ever so slightly tilting towards Thailand right now. The run rate now, just 5 runs per over. Well, they were off to a flyer with almost 7 runs per over. And now Thailand is just pulling the strings back.
See, again, you need to understand that almost every over there are 2 or 3 dot balls that are on an average coming. Whereas if you want to think from the UAE perspective, they want at least 5 to 6 runs, or probably 5 to 8 runs per over to get to that total of 140.
Yes, I think it all comes back to the rotation of strike that's cut away again. Finding the fielder, we have seen that on many occasions. But they've played a good shot, but no runs taken.
In big games, when you talk about semi-finals, quarterfinals, finals, you need that temperament. Intent is there with every player, and we've seen that even the teams who have not qualified to the higher levels, everybody had solid intent in this tournament. But eventually, temperament, experience, a lot of things.
Good use of the feet. Scores down to long off for a single. And again, it's a good comeback from the Thailand bowlers.
See, it's again, in big games like this, you need to play calculative cricket. On an average, how many runs do you want in an over? And you have to go for it. It's as good as like setting a target to yourself that I'll score 8 runs in this over, and then you have to go and try for it.
Oh, well bowled. Got an inside edge. Fortunately for Samaira, the ball didn't go on to hit the stumps.
Sunitha has been exceptional when it comes to those deliveries which suddenly refuse to bounce. It's just that she angles it very nicely to the batter, especially the right-handers.
Use of the feet. That's beautifully driven. A delightful shot through the covers. 4 runs for Hina.
Well, nothing wrong with the ball, but this is just too class of Samaira. Of Hina, because she plays that one so nicely. Good timing and good use of the feet.
And she was not afraid to take the aerial route as well. She knew exactly where the gaps were. Again, using the feet. This is good batting.
And one thing, if you've observed of Sunitha's bowling, let's look at the boundary once again. Couple of steps ahead of that crease, and she just places it nicely into the gap. Now, one thing, if you've observed of Sunitha rarely tosses the ball in the air. She cross angles it, and then she just releases the ball, doesn't toss it up much.
Well, I think she heard you. That was a tossed up delivery. Straight off. Well, she's just trying to bring in a bit of variation.
Let me again repeat it. She doesn't tosses it much. She does, but not much.
That's end of over number 14, 74 for 2.
Shah, I think UAE has one more over to go for those singles doubles. But if they don't switch the gears after the 15th over, they will not get to the total which they have probably planned before the game. On a wicket like this, you need 140, 150 to come back stronger and defend it.
Yes, absolutely. And it's a big final. So you need to get the runs behind.
And secondly, because Thailand's batting attack is superb. I mean, they have good batters, and we've seen that throughout the tournament.
And they have busy batters as well. They're not someone who will hit a lot of boundaries, but they're going to run hard and put the fielders on their toes.
Very true on that. Couldn't agree more.
Meanwhile, Onicha is doing a wonderful job bowling her 4th over, just given 9 runs and a wicket. Oh, that's area. This would be gone. Oh dear. That's a drop catch. Thipacha Patawang. She drops one straight in and straight out.
I think the jump should have been a little more on the time. It was a slight miss and match of that jump that she timed to get hold of the ball.
Well, sweaty palms. It's extremely hot and humid, but you need to take those. This is the final match.
Now, this is going to be interesting because this is the last over of Onicha's spell. Then you have one over of Thipacha, Sunitha and Laomi.
Well, I think bowling options will not be the issue.
No, the reason I bring this up because you have one over of 3 bowlers which were economical. Right now you are bowling the 15th over, so it might go till 18th. Then you will still be short of 1 bowler.
Yeah, good delivery.
Or to avoid that scenario, you might have to get Fanita early to bowl that so that she can complete her 2 overs, and complete her spell.
Well, I think they have enough time to do so. It's just that they need to execute the plan well and make sure that they don't falter. Last delivery coming up. Again, good use of the feet. A single to end the over, 78 for 2.
Well, so Shah, Onicha's spell is done. And now you're left with Fanita, Tipacha, Sunida, and Laumi. My point is, you need to have the bowlers who have given you results. And I think these 4 bowlers will have to complete that remaining 5 overs just to make sure that the batsman does not take that extra edge over the bowlers from here on. On the other end, UAE will want to switch gears now and get some runs on the board, at least get near to the target that they have thought in the mind.
It's absolutely 5 overs remaining, I think. Now it's the time to change gears. There she goes. An expensive drive, but straight to the fielder.
The more and more dot balls that are going to come, it is just going to make the batters very restless. Because at this hour, what you need is boundaries and sixes. I think it's a change of bat is requested, or not sure what's happening in the middle. Well, so now then, let's see what's happening. At this moment, you need that runs that UAE is expecting right now. We'll have to see this, how are they going to come.
Dipesh, I think the difference here, they have a good foundation. UAE still have 8 wickets in hand. So for them, they need to try and make sure they get the move on.
Absolutely. But Dennis, you've seen the batting till now. What is that one link that is missing today?
I think today the difference for the UAE has been they had good aggression in the first 5 overs. But then later on, especially when they lost the 2 wickets of the 2 opening batters, they sort of slowed down and held themselves back. That gave Thailand the opportunity of getting back into the game, because Thailand looked like today they were a bit all over the place.
Absolutely. Now again, pitching this very much up in front, and a single as well. And what do you have to say about bowlers today? Bowlers have done a pretty decent job till now. Dennis?
Yeah, I think the slow bowlers have given them the advantage. Not all of them, but at least, especially when Onicha came into the attack, she did a very fine job. Peter Lin has been taking all the photos in this tournament. He loves his cricket.
Well, now then, trying to sweep this one, completely misconnected this. Again, more and more dot balls that are coming, Dennis, it must be making, batter's life a little difficult at this stage.
I think for me, there's no need to panic right now. Still very safe.
Well, now then, again, very well played this time, because the ball did not bounce. Another single here.
Yeah, we saw the ball that got out the captain, Isa Osha, stayed very low on her. So probably the bounce on that end has to be watched very, very closely. But I think there's no need of panicking. Now it's 80 for 2 inside 16 overs. get to the 100-run mark, then go for it.
This one's in the air now. Interesting to see one bounce to the fielder.
No, I think that was a bit intentional from Hannah Harish. Didn't try to hit it a lot so that it gets to the fielder. Just chipped it, and they could easily pick up the 1 run.
16 overs gone, and it's 81 for 2. Well, now then, it's just the 4 overs that are remaining, and in this 4 overs, UAE would be looking to take that leap ahead in this game. Till now, Thailand has been very impressive with the ball, and the bowling stats says it all. But right now, they will be also looking at wicket. So let's see now what will be the situation in the 4 overs, especially when you're trying to just finish this innings on a very good total. Dennis?
Yeah, Panita Maya back into the attack.
This one's in the air and into the gap as well. What a lovely fielding once again. The diving effort just saves couple of runs.
Yeah, Chaninda on the boundary with the good work just to keep the ball in. I think all of us thought she had picked the gap beautifully and was going to go to the boundary. But in the slot, and Hannah Harish makes a clean connection, but a committed effort from Chaninda, and fielding in pairs as well, just to make sure she does a clean up her partner.
Here we go once again. A much fuller delivery, and that could be a chance, but a little fumble while collecting the ball.
Yeah, we can see the opportunity now. The UAE, for them, they are taking advantage of everything. They are adding some impetus in the running between the wickets, taking those risky runs. So it's just 3 runs off 2 balls. I think now it's time for them to put the foot on the gas.
Well, secondly, now they don't have a choice. They need to go for every run that they can. Not too many overs left, Dennis, now.
Yeah, Panita Maya didn't have a good opening spell, but she's a live wire when she's bowling.
Another one that punches straight to the mid-off, and the direct hit was required. Oh gosh. I mean, that was so close, yet so far. Are they going upstairs? Yes, they will.
But the ball went very, very quickly to Chaninda. I don't know why she took a lot of time to put in the throw. I think that's what gave Samira the opportunity to get on the other end. Ball went quickly to her, but she put in a very tame throw to the bowler instead of taking a shot at the stumps.
Yeah, I think that's the replay that is coming, Dennis.
Yeah, the opportunity there, you can see. Very good work there for Panita Maya. Quite a distance out there, Samira. In real time, you would think she had made ground, but this time, I think she's short of her ground.
And I think there it is, very close, that you can see that the bat is grounded, but not inside the crease, and the bails are in the air. So that will be yet another good wicket for Thailand.
Yeah,
we'll wait.
Really a wicket against a run of play here for Thailand. And the red light shows that's why the Thai players celebrate. But a wicket against the run of play totally. Samira and Hannah Harris were doing well. But unfortunately, this time she will depart for a run out.
Well, I think this is fabulous work. I think even if that bullseye was missed, it was Panita Maya who was covering that up very well. And the throw at the stumps just comes in time, Dennis. This is interesting now. What will be the next move of UAE?
Yeah, not a bad partnership there for UAE. It was 30 from 40 balls. I think they need the next partnership to be 40 of 20 balls. That is what will get them in a good place. But good teamwork there from Team Thailand. Panita Maya finishing off the run out after Chaninda put in a very, very good throw right on top of the stumps.
Well, rightly said there. Wonderful work there by Panita Maya. And now it will be interesting to see what Samira will add on to. After this run out, you will again have a new batter in. The score is stuck at 84. You'll need more runs now, just to make sure that you finish this innings with a 3-digit, and that to a very good looking 3-digit.
Yeah, I think that's the first assignment. Just get to the 100. They're 16 runs away from that. Every run you score after that could be the winning runs.
Another good delivery again. Bowling has been fantastic, be it pacers, be it spinners. They've really stood up to the occasion today, Dennis.
Yeah, in the first 5 overs, I think they were all over the place. But they've been able to recover. And that's why I said that drinks break was very important for Thailand. Just get them together and regroup. And that since then, they've just been a completely different team.
Absolutely. Oh, this one's in the air and just over the head of extra covers fielder. And that's going to be another chance. Another chance, and there's a big appeal.
That's a very, very tight second run. I don't think she made ground. It was a very, very tight second run. But after another fielding effort has created the wicket for Thailand. Very good throw from the deep. And I think Rajita could be in trouble, and she's already walking.
Well, yes, the body language already says that she thinks that she has not grounded the bat properly. But we'll still have to wait for the decision. Here's the replay, Dennis.
Yeah, look at it again. Very good work there from Panita Maya. Gathers the throw, and she's able to wipe off the bails in quick time. I think Rajita was really in trouble for that second run. Another good work there from the bowler. Doing the basics right, get to the stumps very quickly, and try and encourage your partner to throw to you.
And it is the second instance in which Fanita Maya has been again very quick, very attentive, and the match presence has been superb, Dennis.
Yeah, that throw, good awareness from her, always to make sure she's right at the stumps and encouraging her teammates to throw to her. And somehow she knows where the stumps are. She's aware of the stumps. She's not really behind the stumps, but she's always aware where the stumps are and where she can be able to effect the run out. The fielding has created the opportunities for Thailand. They picked up 2 quick wickets because of some very good fielding.
And I think after that first opening partnership, there hasn't been great partnerships that we've seen. Well, now then, last ball of this over. It's already been a very interesting over. Misses the run-up.
Yeah, I think the difference has been that after Asia Osha and Satish departed, the others have not been as aggressive as them.
Let's look at the run-out once again. Dennis, the first one is easy one, but the second one, there is Fanita Maya and the bail goes off.
Yeah, you can see there in that frame for the second one, Rajita was really struggling. But I think they had communicated that they can take a double, but didn't realize that the throw would come in very quickly and get them in trouble.
17 overs gone and it's 85 for 4. Well, now then, the story of 3 innings. How will it be scripted by both these batters? Tina has spent good amount of time on the crease, and a lot will be expected at this point in time. As you rightly said that, Dennis, the first assignment will be to get to 100, and after that, whatever runs you put will be a bonus.
Yeah, Lavanya Kenny is the new batter for UAE. And so Paul Lauma back into the attack.
So it's Lavanya now on strike. Where at this moment, all you need is boundaries and some big shots. Again, Dennis, one thing to observe here, you've seen maximum fielders are patrolling on the leg side, and the offside, you don't see, any deep covers or deep extra covers.
Yeah, that's a game plan always from Thailand. They never work with an extra cover, which means that their bowlers have to bowl with a lot of discipline.
This once again, the bails are on the ground. The timber is destructed. The ball hits the wood, and it's a wicket falling down.
Yeah, now after a strong opening stand for the UAE, the rest of the middle order is just crumbling under the pressure from Thailand. Lavanya Kenny just walks past one and it rocks into the stumps. Top quality ball there from Laomi, and she will celebrate. Lavanya Kenny was never in control of that shot. Completely missed the ball. Now half of the team is back in the hat for UAE. They're 85 for 5.
Well, absolutely. I think this is some brilliant work by the bowlers. Laomi this time picking her second wicket. And the other thing that impresses in that entire innings that, the bowlers have been very economical, Dennis.
Yeah, very, very economical, especially the slow bowling options. But now they've just made sure that this is really champion stuff from Thailand. They had their backs on the wall when UAE was coming at them, but they just stayed in the contest, and now they've made sure that they drag themselves back into the game. The pressure is now on the UAE to start finding some runs.
Well, absolutely. I think a couple of 3 more deliveries of Laomi in this over, and then probably Fanita is left with 1 over, Tipacha is left with 1 over. So I think they are the ones who will be finishing the innings. This time on to the leg side, bit of a chase, but not a long one. Again, a wonderful diving effort. The dives have been really impressive throughout the innings.
Yeah, another part, the fielder doing the fielding. Now you can see the dives that were missing in the early part of the game, but Thailand are now back on the money.
Well, now then, interesting to watch the last 2 deliveries. Bit of a changes happening into the field. What is the game plan? Well, we'll come to know soon. This is much quicker through the air and appeal.
Yeah, for UAE, they had an opening stand of 52. They now lost. Exactly, it's just changed now. They've lost as many as 5 wickets for only 35 runs.
And the last ball of this over also coming as a dot. The pressure will increase because after this dot ball, what remains with UAE is more 12 deliveries to bat and more 12 deliveries to get the final score on the board.
If we get a run out of each of the remaining balls, Depeche UAE will finish on 97.
Well, let's see. I mean, they will surely have their own chances. But at this moment, Thailand is not ready to give any chance to the batters. It has been a very tight bowling throughout. Have taken wickets at regular intervals. And I think that is where you can still see the score stuck at 87. Here's Fanita Maya, and the first ball is been welcomed with a good looking shot towards the extra covers region. Couple of runs there, and it's some brilliant fielding on the outfield that has continuously saved runs for Thailand.
Yeah, that fielder has been in action for a very long time. High traffic area, but she's been putting in the mileage for the team. Apishara, who's down at extra cover, and they can manipulate the field just to try and control that shot from Henna Harish because she plays it so well. I'm sure one of them could go through to the boundary and just move her towards this other side.
This one's again in the air. Player coming under it, but it will fall safe and more couple of runs. She will have to hurry there.
Yeah, Hannah Harris was also struggling to get back for a second run. But Mayul, with the assignment, she knows that the only opportunity for them to get going is to make sure that Hannah Harris is on strike.
Well, it has been two good connections with 2 runs coming also. First 2 balls have got 4 runs. And now they will be looking for some more runs in this over. This once again much fuller inside edge. Direct hit and she's gone. This is wicket number 6. What a turnaround from Thailand.
Yeah, what a keeping there from Nanapat. Very, very good game awareness. She realizes that Hannah Harris was trying to get along. Can see Harris just strolled out of her crease, and such very good game awareness from the wicketkeeper Nanapat to put in a direct hit. And now the UAE are railing at 91 for 6.
Well, absolutely. It's the regular intervals with which wickets have fallen down. And that is where Thailand has done very good in the first innings till now. But you still have a good 10 more deliveries to turn things around to get the final total in 3 digits and a good looking 3 digit on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and all these wickets for Thailand have come out of some great fielding. All of them created by some great fielding opportunities that have been taken by Thailand.
Well, this one's now straight towards a long on. Takes a quick single.
Kati Thompson, the new batter for UAE. A lot of these batters haven't had an opportunity of batting throughout the whole tournament. So now, sort of very difficult for them in a final to stand up and deliver the goods.
This one's again towards the extra covers region. Another single. But I think 5 deliveries, and we've seen a wicket also in this with that wonderful work by Nanapat behind the stumps. Would they be looking at finishing this over with a boundary?
Yeah, they need a boundary, but these are 2 new batters. Now, Panita Maya.
That is some fiery pace that is coming in, and should be a single only by the end of this over. Fantastic numbers also given by Fanita, even though she's not got a wicket here. But in 4 overs, she's been very economical with just 28 runs that she's conceded throughout.
Yeah, I have to remember she conceded quite many of those 28 in her first 2 overs. But at the back end, in her second spell, she's been brilliant. 3rd over is where she created those run-out opportunities.
And the only bowler left with 1 over in her spell is Tipacha Putawong. She'll come out to bowl the last over of this inning. 6 deliveries, and in the 6, how many runs are they going to get? Here we go. Last over drama. First ball, and it's been given.
Yeah, Nanapat continuing the good work behind the stumps. Thompson going for a hoik across the line. No connection whatsoever, but she dragged her foot out of the crease line.
Let's have a look at the replay, Dennis.
Yeah, took a simple shimmy down the wicket and completely forgot about the line. By the time she tried to go back, it was way too late for her. Because Nanapat is such a quality keeper. Thompson departs. Now even the 100 is looking very, very unlikely for the UAE. Departure to Pawong. Very difficult to keep out of action. That's her first wicket in the game. But she's a champion bowler for the team.
Well, out of the 6 deliveries, the first one is a wicket. What's remaining with the 5? Another one, big appeal, and the finger goes up. She's on a hat trick now.
Yeah, one brings two for Tipacha Putawong. And back-to-back wickets for the UAE. More trouble for them. 94 for 7 has quickly become 94 for 8. Wicket of Vahesh Vaishnavi, who will have to depart without troubling the scorers. Again, wicket to wicket, struck the behind leg. Very, very easy there on the knee roll. Easy decision for the umpire. And Thailand will celebrate.
Well, it's just the last 4 deliveries, but the important thing will be that she's on a hat trick. What a moment for Tipacha. She's just about to create history in this finals. The last over that is getting bowled. In fact, the last over of her spell as well. And on a hat trick. What a moment. Misses on a hat trick, but this has been an excellent last over till now.
Yeah, Tipacha already has a hat trick in this tournament. That could have been her second. But most importantly, a hat trick in a final, I think, is very memorable.
And that's the third one, but it is not a hat trick. She missed that hat trick, but she still manages to get the third wicket in this over.
Yeah, third wicket in the over. And like I said, Sasikala is the new batter to go out. Said that even the 100 is now looking very, very unlikely because the tail has been exposed to a very, very good bowler. And they cannot deal with her. There will be no wagging of the tail as UAE are now 94 for 9. Again, wicket to wicket stuff. You miss, I hit. Very, very easy for Tipacha.
Well, this is fantastic last over till now. Just last 2 deliveries to go in this over. 9 wickets have been down and the score hasn't moved.
Yeah, 165 T20 international wickets for Tipacha. Such a champion bowler for this team.
Lovely. Once again, straight to the keeper. This has been an excellent over.
Yeah, remember Tipacha balls to top order batters. Now imagine if she's dealing with a tail. I think they will have no clue about what's coming.
The last ball and a single only. And that should be the end of the first innings with 95 runs being put on the scoreboard by UAE. Dennis, we were talking about 100 plus because the way they started, it was a 52-run partnership. And after that, the batters haven't been able to get into long partnerships. And probably that's why it is still below 100.
Yeah, that's why it is really below 100. That's the batting scorecard for UAE. You take out the 2 opening batters who combined to put on 52 together. And then a 24 from Hena Harris, who was trying to hold everything together. All the wickets were falling around her. I will tell you, Dipesh, that if you do the math, the UAE have connived to lose 9 wickets for only 44 runs after that opening stand of 52. They will have only themselves to blame after having a very good foundation, but they can only finish on 95 for 9 in their quarter of 9, in their quarter of 20 overs.
Absolutely. And let's look at the bowling figures. This has been exceptional turnaround. Tipacha Putong, the last over, no one will be ever forgetting this because in the final match, it takes 3 wickets in the last over, 2 for Laomi, 1 for Onicha, and the other bowlers have been very, very, very economical. That just restricted the UAE batters to even go beyond 100. 95 for 9 is where they end the 20 overs with 6 extras and a run rate of 4.75. That's the first innings for you, and we will wait for the Thailand women to come out to bat and go for the chase. And in between that, we'll take a short break and be back with you live for the second innings.
Welcome to the BAYUEMAS Oval. It's the big final. UAE against Thailand. And UAE were under some pressure. They went off to a flyer, scored some early runs. But then it was the story of the Thailand bowlers. How well they fought back. And they only hold UAE to 95 runs. Wonderful job done. Just 96 to win this contest. UAE on the other side, they're the defending champions of the Premier Cup. They've won the first edition. Well, it was the same two teams that featured in that final as well. It was UAE versus Thailand. Well, it's going to be some spin straight away. And with me, I have Dipesh.
Oh, this is a surprising one. Honestly, this is a surprising one. Probably a move that Isha feels that will be effective right in the start, because you will always expect Samaira with that swing bowling to come in. And now that she's decided to bring in spinner in the very first over. And this is interesting because Suraksha has come down.
Well, I think it's all going to be depending on this opening pair and the top order of Thailand. We have the openers out there. Here comes the first delivery. Rocked back and played straight to cover. Well, I think the key to this run chase will be not to lose early wickets and get some runs in that power play. Nathakan is on strike, and her partner, Panita Maya, someone who opens the bowling and opens the bat as well.
Well, yes, it has been an excellent bowling performance from Thailand, and it's now time for them to bring in shots like this with the bat.
That was aerial over the infield. Long chase here. Samaira does well. Well, Dipesh, to our surprise, Samaira didn't start off with the new ball. Probably she might be coming from the other end. But I think it was this golden hope end which should have suited her much better.
No, I think probably the reason Isha has gotten spinners right away is because she did not want that pace to be a reason for fast scoring.
Oh, that's pierced the offside field. That will be the first boundary. Slight misfield there. Lavanya was the fielder at cover. And straight away, a change in field.
What a lovely shot that is. Just goes on to the back foot a little bit. Gives herself some room and finds the gap as well. Lot of power went into that shot, with good use of bottom hand coming into the play. And that will go for a boundary. First boundary of this innings for Thailand.
And straight away, cover goes deep. Sweeper cover in place. And there is a deep mid wicket as well. So they're just trying to save the runs on both sides of the wickets. But this is a good start for Thailand. Oh, that's slashed hard once again. They'll be pushing Lavanya. Well, she does well. Good throw from the deep.
You know, probably she must have thought that if she gets a pacer to start off the innings, you know, the batters are good players of the pace as well. And that's why the thought of bringing the spinner.
I think it was also because they wanted to surprise the batter. I think they would have been expecting Samaira to take the new ball. Oh, went through. That was a good delivery from round the wicket. End of the over, 7 without loss. Well, a good start here. Well, talking about starts, I think UAE had a wonderful start as well. The 50 odd runs without a wicket, and from there to stop the innings. Just 95 on the board. I think it says a lot about the bowling of Thailand.
Change in the bowling, can it change the fortune? Because right now, UAE is looking for wickets, and early wickets can put them into a backseat.
It's going to be Hina Harish, left arm orthodox. Again, powerful looking shot, misfield. That might have hurt. That ball was struck hard.
Now, this is where you will have to stop a little window of opportunity, and these two are going to take it. As soon as the ball was hit, they were waiting that the fielder will collect it, and a little bit of misfield, that fumble, immediately switched on for a run.
Again, that ball was hit extremely hard. Both the batters, they're very strong, especially on the back foot. Oh, that was close as well. Almost falling for the trap. Vanitha Maya went for that heave on the onside.
And this is where many of those have been stuck. This time, Vanitha Maya was a little lucky to get away with that. If the ball travelled on the stumps, and it would have been a wicket there.
Well, she lost her wicket in the previous game in a similar kind of shot she attempted. And that's where lot of responsibility has to come as a player. You cannot be repeating the same mistakes time and again.
I think probably the discussion just before the second inning started, Thailand team must have discussed that let's not lose quick wickets. Let's stay there for some time, get away with the power play. We don't have a big target. Another one. Wonderful.
And then just look at the field setup. They have a point in place and there's three fielders at covers. So the challenge is on because they know Nathakan is very strong through the covers. So they're giving her the challenge. If you can, find a way through. But she is smart. Just place the ball on the onside.
See, and this is where you will also have to switch the gears. Just because you're very good on the offside doesn't mean that, you try to compete with the field setting it has been. But if you can switch the gears, then, the thought process of the captain also changes. And now, if you've seen that one fielder comes on the leg side.
Again, slight misfield from Esha Oja. Again, the ball was hit extremely hard. End of the over, 11 without loss. Well, I think it's a good start for Thailand. It's still early days. 85 runs might sound less, but on a wicket like this, and if you lose wickets, it can be a long, long task. Surak. Oh, that's aerial. There's a fielder underneath. Well, she just stopped on. She should have gone for the catch and straight away. Esha Oja, she's extremely disappointed with that. She wanted the fielder to attack the ball. Suraksha, she continues to go around the wicket. And then she creates that angle. Good looking shot once again.
Well, I'm just surprised to see how fast Vanitha Maya is running after bowling 4 overs, fielding for 20 overs. There is no sign where, Vanitha, look at that. Again, the ball is just going towards the fielder, but before that, she is asking the batter, Nathakan, whether we should go for a run.
And mind you, these are testing conditions here. Hot and humid in Malaysia. Again, worked away on the onside. Smart running between the wickets. And this has been a very long tour, even for Thailand. They were here for the Asian Game qualifiers and since then they have played back-to-back matches, and every game they have played with the same passion and the same energy.
I think this is where you need to, appreciate the staff behind keeping all these players fit.
That's swept away. Hina does well. She's a gun fielder.
And that is where you know how your workload management has been balanced for results like this. So the coaching staff really is doing a hands-on job.
Last delivery of this over. And just played on the onside. There's protection out there. Dot delivery to end the over. It's 14 without loss. Well, Dipesh, that was a good over. Just 3 runs off the bat.
Well, you need more of these kind of overs with some wickets to add a cherry on the cake. That is what right now UAE must be looking at. See, and secondly, what happens, Shah, is in the big games, when you're getting to bat first, you need to put up a big total. Only then you can have that psychological pressure in the second innings on the opposition.
Hina will continue in here. That's the big drive. And Hina does well. She got a hand to it.
Because again, if you talk about T20 games, it's a faster format. And for that faster format, unless and until you have that 30, 40 odd runs or probably 20, 30 odd runs more than those 120 deliveries that are coming at you, you're not really making that good amount of pressure which is required.
Smart running once again. Just tapping the ball on the onside with soft hands. And look at how quickly they respond to each other. Very good understanding between the two batters. I'm sure they've played a lot of cricket together. And you can see the trust.
It's a similar kind of coordination that we've seen from Isha and Tirtha in the first innings.
Oh, that kept a bit low. Oh, that's a collision. Oh, dear.
I think it will be calling for some medical help there. Oh, God. Adding some more stress to the captain out here. The collision, I hope it is not that bad. Well, I think the physio will have to come in. It was
Well, let's have a look at that once again. Yes, it was a straightforward ball. And oh, straight in the head. That's Shashikala and Lavanya. And it's Lavanya who's on the ground.
It still looks very dangerous at this moment. Well, I think they're just going to check on her, ask whether she can stay on the field. But I think by the looks of it, she's leaving.
Yes, I think it's a good thing for her to just take a breather, because that's the sensible part of your body. It's very sensitive. Your head got a knock to it and will take some time to recover. But I hope it's nothing serious.
I think she's leaving now. That's a good thing. But the game will continue and the chase is on from Thailand. Is showing superb intent. Even if those boundaries are not coming in, they're going in for singles, doubles. Very strategic approach to this chase.
But well, we have seen on a lot of occasions where a small pause in the game results in a wicket. It just breaks the momentum and the rhythm of the batters. Could this be that moment?
There is a chance. We'll have to wait and watch.
Fuller delivery, that's in the air and away from the fielder. That might run away. 4 runs. Again, excellent timing there for Vanitha Maya.
Well, I think the break has given both these batters to catch some breath and be back in a fresh mood. Look at that. The ball was tossed up nicely in the air, but under the bat. And there she goes. A boundary to her name.
Well, this will help the cause. 22 runs on the board. Thailand are moving well. Run rate now 6 runs per over. Required run rate is not an issue. Below 5 runs per over required. Played to mid wicket. No runs there.
You know, on an average, when you have one boundary in that over, it just relaxes the batter because you've done your work. You've at least got runs on the board.
A good delivery. Good end to the over. After 4, it's 22 without loss. Well, Thailand moving on nicely. And that's cut away. Finds the gap. Beats the fielder at point. And they will have a couple of runs. And they're extremely quick between the wickets.
Well, I think diving effort from Samaira there. But both these batters are very quick between the wickets. Natakan and Vanitha immediately calling in for the second run.
Again, punching the ball straight to the fielder. Good running once again. Well, Dipesh, the question comes to me once again that is it a bit too long that they're holding back Samaira? I think she should be coming into the attack anytime. There's 25 runs on the board. A few more. The game will go away. Oh, slightly aerial. That was a chance. Well, Suraksha slightly slow to react to that.
I think a little far that it was, but that start did not come in because she was still completing her follow through.
Much better. Playing with a straight bat, well in control. Singles will work. It will help Thailand to get there.
See, because Shah, when Isha decided to give the ball to Suraksha, it was a little surprise for me as well.
She goes aerial, inside out. It's a mistime shot. This should be the first wicket. It is the first wicket. Rinida gets the catch. And that's a wicket for Suraksha. Natakan departs.
Well, the much waited, the first wicket finally comes in. It's purely because Vanitha was trying to play that inside out and try to clear that mid-off fielder over there. Look at that. Nicely played. The connection was good, but not that far. And a very good catch by Rinita. The first wicket, the much awaited, has finally come in. And that's going to be the end, or there is one more ball remaining. That is what I think the umpire also told Suraksha, that there is one more ball remaining. But what a wicket here. And it's now for them to capitalize from here on. What are the bowling changes that will happen? Because you're almost, coming to an end of the power play, because after this 1 over of power play is remaining. So you will see some changes in the bowling. What are the changes going to be? That will be interesting.
And in comes the wicketkeeper batter. Nana, but that was low. No, we'll end the over. 27 for 1.
Well, interesting last ball that refused to bounce even a bit. The batter was a little lucky here. 27 for 1.
The ball refused to bounce even a little bit. At the end of 5 overs, Thailand in their run chase are 27 for 1. They need 69 more runs. They've done the hard bit. They are off to a good start, going at 5.4 runs and over. They've just lost a wicket. Hina will continue. An expansive drive straight to the captain. That's a packed offside field. Attempted cut short. Now they're tightening the screws. Or the UAE.
Well, it's two good deliveries from Hina. One was the over pitch, the second one just cutting the outside edge.
That's cut away. She's found the gap beautifully. Backward point will give chase. It'll only be a couple of runs.
Well, yes, that's a nice shot and a good one to put it into the gap. Because the more you're going to play this into the gaps, you're going to get runs. Right now, Thailand is looking good with almost runs coming in every over. Not even a single over till now that has gone silent.
A sweep shot. Fine leg will give chase. The ball is running away to the boundary. It will be cut off. And 3 runs. That's extremely good running between the wickets.
No doubt about that. Not a great fast outfield, but the fast runners, Nathakan and Nanapat, both of them just pushing the limit, to get one more run and eventually completing 3 runs in this ball takes the score to 32.
Dipesh, last ball of last over, you said the ball refused to bounce even a little bit. Nathakan refused that single. I was wondering what that was, but I think she wanted to be on strike for the last over of the power play, and she's already contributed 5 runs. That shot played away off the back foot. The UAE, except for that catch, they've had slight ifs and buts on the field a little bit today in the first 6 overs that we've seen. Another sweep shot. This time deep square will cut it off. It'll only be a single. A very entertaining power play. We've seen so far a wicket to fall, 33 for 1 after 6.
Well, it has been a fantastic one for Thailand. Just 1 wicket that they have lost in 6 overs. And certainly, their game plans looks towards a good execution as well.
Everybody's asking the same question. Why is Samaira not bowling? They have persisted with Suraksha, and that has paid dividends. She has already picked up a wicket. But new bowler into the attack, Vaishnavi Mahesh. Steps down the wicket. Great cricket all round. Another quick single. This is something that we saw in the earlier game as well when Hong Kong, China were fielding. There were runs being taken off, hitting straight to the fielders. This is where you need to be a little more switched on.
Well, I think even the decision of getting the spinners is probably in the first innings. They saw that pacers are going in for runs. Not that they've done very bad, but there were runs coming at ease.
Given some room, played it on the offside. There's a vacant space there. Sweeper will cut it off.
And I think maximum runs, if you've seen Adarsh, it has come in the V, which is the ideal, very old thinking in which the coaches used to talk that the more you play in V, the more runs you'll get.
Played away of the back foot. Another single. They're rotating strike. They're doing everything they need to right now. And Thailand are looking very, very solid.
Because you don't need those big shots at this point in time. Right now, even if your work is getting done in singles, they're happy with that. There's no need to take risk. Just go on with the flow. Get 5 to 6 runs per over. You're still there.
That one came back in. That's flicked away. Put it in the gap. Will there be a second? They will have to settle for one.
Unless you have wickets falling down here, there is no pressure that is going to build up on Thailand. And that's a fact which even Aisha knows. Probably sometime soon you can see her coming out to bowl as well.
She's done wonders for her team with the ball as well. Worked away on the onside. There's no shot fine. Deep square will have to give a long chase. Do they come back for the third? They will be very, very okay with 2. Vaishnavi Mahesh, last year when they faced UAE, when UAE faced Thailand in the final of the ICC Emerging Women's Nations Cup, was the leading wicket taker. Can she finish with a dot ball? Yes, she does. After 7, it's 39 for 1.
$39 for 1. And I think these are those single drops that is making that perfect ocean for them. Every run is getting contributed here. It's just not the boundaries that they're relying on. And as I told you in the previous over, Adarsh, very soon you'll see the captain coming out to bowl.
Absolutely, you're very spot on. She's been one of the leaders, not just with bat, not just as captain, but with ball as well. She's picked up a hat-trick, 3 back-to-back player of the matches. Starts off down the leg side. They will sneak a single there. Was it off the pads? No, runs given.
No, even if I understand that this is a very, very, very difficult chance for the wicket keeper, but it did connect the bat and then it hit the pads of the wicket keeper. If anywhere that one hand would have come in, would have been an exceptional catch.
Takes it on the full, pushes it to long on for another single. There is no way for UAE right now, as it is, to control the flow of runs. They're coming in thick and fast. In singles, yes, but they are coming in. That's the other way. She does get a wicket. She creates an impact as soon as she comes back in. I think that was a flipper trying to play down the wrong line. Takes the top edge.
Nanapat was looking to flick that one on the leg side, but the ball takes the top edge of the bat and an easy catch there. And that is where the captain decides to bring herself to bowl. And look at that. A little pacey, but onto the pads, and that little turn also that we saw, it was more of the release from the fingers rather than the wrist coming into the play, and it's a good wicket eventually. Nathakan trying to flick that one.
Well, wicket number 2 is fallen for Thailand, which brings their skipper, one of the more experienced player, Narumal Chaiwai. She knows how important this game is. Her team has done everything right, almost everything right from the start today. They've been very, very good. 12th seeded in the world. Captain versus captain will be a great contest to watch.
It's still more 55 runs to get, and trust me, Adarsh, it can be difficult if couple of wickets from here on fall down for Thailand. This match is going to go interesting, very interesting.
It's a low full toss. This is where ideally Thailand shouldn't again get into a bubble. They should keep the same intent going on, and that's exactly what the captain would look to do. Drives that beautifully. Straight to the fielder though. But just a quick word about Isha Oza. Is there anything that she cannot do? She's creating an impact as soon as she comes in to do anything on a cricket field.
I think as captain, she is very cool as cucumber. She holds on to it. Great temperament. Getting a wicket in that over. 41 for 2 after the end of 8. 42.
Vaishnavi to continue. We still no signs of Samaira. I think Isha has just decided that I'm going to go in with the spinners.
I think we've seen that spinners has given good results, and probably today Samaira will have to wait in this big game.
Just a quick word on Vaishnavi Mahesh. She's been very, very good throughout the tournament. Good control. Also has the ability to turn the ball. Oh, that takes the under edge. Just misses the stumps by a whisker.
Now this is where Narumol will have to be very careful before going for that sweep shot, because the ball is getting a nice turn and it could be very risky if there is an inside edge.
Straight to the fielder again.
I think this is still much better played, even though if it has gone directly to the fielder. The foot movement, especially playing for to a spinner, the foot movement is the most important thing.
Another sweep shot. They're appealing for something. It's not stumping. Okay, just wanted to create a little bit of entertainment.
Well, it's some great bowling that is going on right now. The captain is, playing by the sword. She's again and again going for those sweep shots, but one fuller delivery can create a danger again, which is what Vaishnavi Mahesh is trying to bowl now.
She's very quietly and quickly worked that away on the leg side for a single. This makes it very clear that she's also not looking to score a lot of boundaries. The options right now in their heads are just to rotate strike, keep getting those singles and those twos, and the odd boundary they know will come some way or the other.
No, even the way right now the previous ball was played, she actually got his bat very, down, and then she played that shot because again that bounce was not there on the ball.
Walks down the wicket, Yorks herself almost. This is turning out to be a very, very good over from Vaishnavi Mahesh.
Absolutely playing that with pace, completely pace off this time. And this is some good technique by Vaishnavi Mahesh.
That'll be played down to long on for another single. Only 2 runs coming of this over. It is a brilliant phase going on for the UAE right now. After 9, Thailand are 44 for 2. And the captain, Esha Oza, will continue. She'll be bowling to Nanapat, the set batter. Walks down the track, plays it back to the bowler. This is good contest between bat and ball. Thailand look like they're going into a slight tiny hole without those singles quickly coming in. Oh, that's a full toss. Beautifully connected. No fielder there. Races away to the boundary. That was a boundary, a pressure release shot.
Well, it was a no-brainer for Nanapat. The moment you saw the full toss ball, it is about to be punished. Nothing else to think about. Just releasing that ball in the air as it came in the air.
Another very good comeback delivery. Hit firmly to the fielder. KT does very well to stop that. That was hit very hard.
And this is what has been special with the batters out here, Nanapat and Narumol. Small window of opportunity, little bit of fumble, and they immediately go for a run.
Another full toss driven to mid-off this time. Will there be a direct hit? Yes. The umpire wants to go up. Direct hits are never not close. We'll have to wait and watch what happened.
This is going to be very close because the batter coming at the non-striker end, she was not fast. I am just interested in watching that whether she landed properly or not.
There was a low full toss, was driven firmly to mid-off. Great work done by the fielder there to immediately pick up and release the ball. We'll have to wait. There we go. Oh, she's made it in. This is good running technique. Slide the bat in always. We've seen on multiple occasions in the last couple of days where the batters just dabbed the bat inside.
That is where even I think Chawai was very relaxed because she knew that she's grounded it properly. 49 for 2.
This is a good phase of play. The pressure was mounting on Thailand when the boundary came and released all of the pressure, followed by a couple of quick singles. Going at a very healthy run rate. That's taken the outside edge. We'll go back to backward point. There was a full delivery.
Well, other than that one full toss ball, I think Isha has been pretty much in line to bowl those deliveries out here. But once you get that one boundary and even after that you get 2 or 3 singles, you still made it 7 per over.
Oh, that shot, that's pulled away behind square. Will it get to the boundary? It will be cut off for a couple of runs. Suraksha on the boundary line, doing exactly what her name suggests. That will be the end of the 10th over. Thailand will be 52 for 2 and a drinks break. Well, this contest has been worthy of a final. At the 10th over mark, Thailand, in a run chase of just a little less than 100, are at 52 for 2. And in the commentary box with me, I'm pleased to invite Dennis Musali. What do you make of this game, sir?
Adish, from here on, Thailand need just about 4.5 runs every over to get to the end and be crowned the champions of this ACC Women's Premier Cup in Malaysia. But I don't think UAE are going to have it their way. If they can pick up a couple of wickets, we should have an interesting finish.
Vaishnavi to continue. Toss that up wide. We'll take that single quickly. This has been a feature of this innings so far. We've seen them take singles at any given opportunity. They're ready on their toes to do this.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the mark of how Thailand play. They're very, very competitive as a unit. They will mop up everything and make sure that they don't leave any runs on the table.
Oh, very easily played down to long on for a single. Both these batters have got their eye in now.
Yeah, they make this game look very, very simple. And you mentioned it, the boundary that they scored from that previous over. It had been a while since I'd gotten a boundary, but once they got one, that's sort of like a release opportunity for them just to keep knocking the ones and twos.
Vaishnavi is still getting some purchase of this wicket. How surprised are you to not see Samaira take the new ball from this end? We've only seen spinners.
Unless she's injured, I think they should have gone with her up front. She has always been very, very good because she picks up wickets early. If the plan fails, then you can change it.
That's expansive, driven. A wild throw there.
Like I was mentioning, if the plan fails, then you can change it. But for her not to get an opportunity whatsoever in the game so far, feels a bit unfair.
She did come out to bat, which didn't suggest an injury there, but we're not really sure why she's not bowled. Or I think Isha just decided that the wicket's slightly on the slower side and I'm going to use my spinners to see if I can get a crack at this. A sweep shot, finally successful. She's been attempting that for a while. Would be a single.
Yeah, connects very well, but there's protection. But I also think that if they had given an opportunity, just ball wicket to wicket, there are a couple of balls that have been staying low. They could be a chance therein, so you don't just completely discard that as a chance to pick up wickets.
That's played away off the back foot for another single. That'll be the end of the over. After 11, they're 57 for 2. Looks like there's a change in bowling. Katie will come on to bowl. Isha is not continuing herself. And continuing our discussion from last over, still no Samaira.
Yeah, clearly no Samaira. Maybe she will come from the Golden Hope end, which she prefers. We'd even spoken about her in the third and fourth playoff final that she has really been one of the best bowlers that have lit up this tournament, especially bowling from that end. Not a bad decision there from Isha to remove herself from the attack. They need to try all their options.
A very close ball to sweep. Katie bowls stump to stump. Katie Thompson. She's one of those players who can bowl with the left hand but throws with the right.
Maybe she can also bowl with her right.
Again, a very, very good delivery there. Comes back with the arm. She looks like she's bowling slightly slower, but the ball just comes onto the bat.
And she just needs to make sure she keeps it very, very tight. The challenge now, the runs are under 30.
Goes down the leg side. That'll be a wide.
The required runs are under 30, so dot balls are not going to do the job. They need someone to get wickets.
They only need 38 runs to win. Tosses that one up. Good fielding of her own bowling. Katie is switched on, Dennis.
Yeah, very good fielding. Brave fielding, not just good fielding, but very brave. Because there is no protection behind her. If it had gone through, would have raced to the boundary.
Oh, that's short. She finds the gap on the offside. It'll only be a single. But just look at that. They're taking that first run very, very quickly. They understand and they value every single run.
Yeah, from the first run, it even looked like the double was on because the fielder was taking time to get to the ball.
Well, that is the longer part of the ground. Ooh, an under edge. There is no third. They will sneak away with a single. But this has been a very good over so far.
So far, enterprising. But I think for UAE, they are just hoping that someone can give them a breakthrough.
Or she wanted to sweep, but the ball was thrown a little wide. She finds the gap on the offside. Backward point will be in pursuit. They'll come back for two. A strong throw again.
Yeah, Chaiwai, with all her experience, just creates some room for her to be able to run the ball down to that man. Empty region. And after 12 overs, Thailand are 63 for 2.
Well, Dennis, you have been spot on, sir. The Golden Hope end, which is something that the Pacers have preferred, is being chosen by Samaira, who we will see for the first time today.
Yeah, Adish, I'm about to start charging for all the information that I give you.
Well, our questions have been answered. Doesn't look like she's injured. Isha just went in with a slightly different plan of not wanting to give her the new ball.
Yeah, sometimes the problem with that plan is trying to overthink the game. Just keep it nice and simple. That's when things work out. But let's see what Samaira can do.
Oh, that's short and wide and cut away for a single. And a slight fumble there will not be costly. Dennis, if you ideally are going to bowl this line at the length, why do you have three fielders boundary riding on the leg side?
Yeah, you're very right, Adish. And I don't know why they've added another extra fielder on their own side. Because if she's going to bowl outside of stump and she doesn't have a third man, it's an opportunity for them to get a boundary.
A good comeback delivery. This is something that she did last evening as well. If she's bowling wide, and then she immediately jacks back in. But that, with a new ball, it favored her plans.
Yeah. The other thing I was going to say that if UAE are able to pick at least 2 quick wickets, they can have a crack at the rest of the batting for Thailand. Not that
safely negotiated.
Yeah, not that the rest of the batting is not very potent, but Thailand struggled when they exposed the rest of their batting in their quarterfinal game. So there could be a chance that all hope is not yet lost because they still need at least 32 runs.
Absolutely. But this is a very crucial partnership for Thailand. Oh, that's a full toss. Another misfield from the UAE. This time it's the captain. They will take a couple of runs. But that was stuck firmly.
Yeah, looked very easy as well because it came straight to her. But the captain, I think at the last minute, just took her eye off the ball and then just came off her thigh. Allowed them to pick up 2 runs.
This is something that we didn't see from Thailand a lot in the first innings. Oh, that's wonderfully played off the leg. Off her legs, the fielder at deep square leg will come and cut it off. But runs are coming in thick and fast. Samaira, whatever she had in mind, hasn't been executed as yet.
Yeah, Samira has been both ends of the wickets. Couple of balls on the pad, full tosses on the offside.
Just a very erratic start. But 5 runs already of this over. And less than 30 now needed. Oh, that one was a good delivery. She sliced and finds the gap. That is batting at its absolute best, using the pace of the bowler.
Yeah, they're very, very intelligent, the Thai players. Nana Pat this time, just making sure that she can be able to get a gap and they run 2 runs. They keep chipping away, and after 13 overs, Thailand is 70 for 2.
JT will continue. But Dennis, you used a very right phrase last over. Thailand are slowly but steadily chipping away at the target. We don't even know when they scored these runs. Just 10, 12 deliveries ago, we were talking about they needed about 40 runs and they already need only 26.
That has been the difference really between the two teams. Sometimes the UAE like to go very hard, and that is always their downfall. But for Thailand, they buy their time, they take their time, drop anchor.
That's beautifully cut away straight to the fielder though. When the UAE were batting, they were 52 when the first wicket fell. And to be almost bundled out for less than 100 from there, Thailand have done everything right ever since they picked up that first wicket. Cut away again, this time to the left of the fielder at backward point. The ball is racing away to the boundary.
Yeah,
It will be cut off.
Yeah, very well done there by Mahesh. But again, beautifully played there by Chaiwai, the captain. The ball before that went straight to her, but this time she just opened up the face of bat and played it a little bit later. So that way it could beat the fielder. Again, that's what I mentioned, that the clarity of how they want to go about the run chase is also very important. They understand where they need to place the ball for them to be able to pick up the runs.
But they're stuck straight down the ground. Mid-off will cut it off. But both batters are now coming into their own. They're seeing the ball and striking it really well.
Again, a good one there from KT Thompson. Put her body on the line and she had good backup.
And employs the sweep shot. Suraksha will be patrolling that boundary and cut it off. Another single. Less than 25 now needed. They only need 23, Dennis.
And 23 from so much resources and with still 8 wickets in hand.
Steps down the track. Will be a dot ball to finish that over. After 14, Thailand are 73 for 2. Hina Harish will be replacing Samaira. Samaira has been given a break after the first over. I think Isha's realized that she's not in the best of rhythms.
Yeah, I think the captain has realized that there's nothing to see. There will be no opportunities for her to all whatsoever. The more she keeps bowling with her pace, it's easy for Thailand to work the ball in the gaps and keep picking the runs. So I think they came with one plan only to stick to the spinner, to the slow bowling options.
Three boundary riders on the leg side. A deep square, almost as a fine leg, a deep mid wicket, a long on, and a sweeper on the offside. That's worked away, hit straight to the fielder for a single. This is where the teams that have potentially lost games has been a feature of them. You can't be hitting the balls to a fielder and then taking singles very easily off.
Yeah, Hong Kong, China committed the same sin against Indonesia.
Oh, that's in the air, but there's no fielder, no protection. The ball's racing away to the boundary. KT in pursuit. And the ball will win the race. Another boundary.
Yeah, the ball they are taking a gold medal. And KT has to come second. Some width on offer, but only made sure that she creates some room and got a thick outside edge that rests to the boundary. The boundary sort of releasing a bit of pressure for Thailand and making sure that they keep getting close to the required winning runs. It's now 18 runs only required for the win.
Again played at the back foot. A half attempt from their captain Isha. It'll only be a single. But Thailand, credit where it's due. They decided as soon as they won the toss what they wanted to do. Came out with clear plans. The first half of the first innings might not have gone their way, but ever since that wicket, they've been on it.
Yeah, Thailand have always been a team that likes to chase down totals. First 5 overs never went their way, but after that, they were able to pull back and just made sure they take control of the whole game.
Oh, that's a brilliant catch. Hit straight and hard to the captain. Against the run of play, a wicket falls. Is it a little too late for UAE?
Yeah, the captain Isa Osha taking the catch, but I think she had only one option, which was taking the catch. The captain, she takes out her opposite number. Chaiwai will have to depart, but a good partnership between her and Nanapat. Again, the ball was there for the hitting, just never found the gap. That's why Isa had only one option, which was catching the ball, otherwise it was going to hurt her. And Thailand lose their third wicket, 79 for 3.
Dennis, you were asking for 2 quick wickets about 10, 12 runs ago. They've got it now. Do you think they have it in them to make inroads, or this game has gone away from UAE?
Might be a little bit too late. And I think even the body language from the UAE has been a defeatist one. They look like they've already given up any resistance, and they're just going through the formalities and the emotions.
You never know. 1 brings 2.
Adish, I don't want to burst your bubble, but clearly you're a very faithful man. Like I said, the hope is never a strategy. But a good partnership between Nanapat and the captain. 38 runs in that partnership.
Two dot balls to finish a very successful over for the UAE. After 15, they're 79 for 3.
Kate Thompson will continue for UAE, but Adish will not continue because Shahidul comes back into the comms box. Shahidul, welcome back. Adish was saying that there could be a chance for the UAE if they pick up another 2 quick wickets.
Well, he's an optimistic guy, showing his positivity. But this will be runs. Again, good shot. And a long chase here for the fielder. They'll run at least 3. And yes, they'll settle down with 3 runs. What a start to the over.
Yeah, some unbelievable running between the wickets. Even after all the Thai players have been through in the field, they can still be able to run 3 runs. That's very unbelievable. Nanapat hasn't been shy to go to that sweep shot for her. Every time she's seen the ball on the pad. I think that's why they even have a fielder deep square leg just to try and cut it off.
Well, the good thing for Thailand is Nanapat is still out there. He's batting on 33, batted with a lot of maturity. And yes, you have to feel for UAE. I think they have been a wonderful side throughout this series and played very good cricket, especially in the later stages of the game. So just this one game, but they have not looked their best. Oh, this could be close. Good running once again.
Would have been dangerous, but Katie, body and soul for the team, she stuck out a strong boot.
Well, reminds me of the FIFA World Cup that's happening as well, the other part of the world. Definitely not the best of footballing skills. That's why they're playing cricket in here. Just 13 runs required. Thailand just moments away from getting their hands on the trophy. And again, pushing the fielder, but they're not going to take their chances this time. End of the fourth delivery, 84 for 3.
Yeah, the fielder in the deep, I don't know if they had sort of taken a nap because they had to come around very, very quickly. They hadn't realized that the ball was struck in their direction.
Oh, that's cleaned up. Well, that's another wicket down. It's Chanida who departs. The ball just darting in with the angle, clipping the top of off stump.
Yeah, but you can see Chaninda leaping. I don't know if she's well. But she was no position whatsoever to play that delivery. Full delivery, she decided to go back. Full and on the line, decided to go back in her crease. No celebrations whatsoever there from Katie. No emotions. Maybe she's feeling like it's a little too late. Now Thailand is 84 for 4.
Probably she's just recovering from that blow on the leg early on. But yes, I feel a lot for Isha Oja. I think as a skipper, she has done wonderfully well. The leading run scorer and the leading wicket taker for the side as well. Definitely one of the candidates to win the player of the tournament. So I won't be surprised.
I think sometimes you just look at everything in context and say that Thailand have really been the standard in this tournament. So sometimes losing to them is not such a bad thing.
It's absolutely. That's going to be a wide down the leg. And yes, on the big day, it also depends on who plays the better cricket.
I've always felt that if a team is better than you and they play at their 100%, it just means that they are going to beat you even if you played at 100%.
Low full toss. Good looking shot to the sweeper. Single. And with that, it will end the over. 86 for 4. Just 10 runs required.
Because Shahidu, if you look at it in the whole complexion of the whole game, it's only in those first 5 overs where Thailand were really out of their usual character. But after that, they were able to regroup and then just made sure that they bossed the rest of the first innings. And that's how UAE stopped at 96. So overall, they've just had a good tournament.
Vaishnavi comes into the attack. And yes, I remember we had this discussion when you said that after the drinks break, things might change. And that's exactly what happened. They just needed to regroup. And then we saw the Thailand team that we know. Full delivery. That's edged and finds a gap as well. This might run away for a boundary. Long chase here for Samaira, but she will lose the race.
Yeah, fortune favors the brave. Pishara going at it with a very hard hands. Gets a thick outside edge that beats the two fielders standing at backward point and fly gully. That races to the boundary. Every run from here on is now just making sure that Thailand inch closer to being declared champions.
Well, one big hit. Will she go for it? No, smart batting. Again, just opening the face of the bat. And Katie does well. For us, Isha now realizing where the game is, I'll bring everyone inside the circle. They say it is one big hit, try and get it, otherwise we shall not allow you to keep running. That's well bowled, beautifully bowled. Vaishnavi Mahesh has been wonderful throughout this tournament as well. Yeah, very, very much. She's always that go-to bowler for UAE. Just surprised she has not picked as many wickets as she usually does. That's well bowled. That was a straighter one. I think Thailand has been the better team in this game. Well, they have the nag of being on your face all the time. They never put a step behind. Very aggressive in intent. Just like that. Aerial and away from the fielder. Was the skipper, Isha Oja there. End of the over, 91 for 4. Well, UAE, they've fought hard. They've done all they could in this tournament. It's just that last race, the last hurdle that they fell short. And they started very well actually, but it's just that they failed to build onto that 52-run opening stand from the two opening batters. Yes, I think they always had this issue and they were relying a lot on Isha Oja and Tirtha Satish, and they have scored most of the runs through this tournament. And I think that's a challenge when you don't optimally use all your resources, especially in the group games. Yes, exactly. I think that's why the middle order really struggled. They were never exposed, especially against good opposition. Never exposed, never put under any sort of pressure, so they always came in when it's very easy for them to knock the ball around. I think Hong Kong suffered the same fate as well. Very top-heavy teams, and once you clean up that top, good use of the feed once again. Nana Pat is doing a wonderful job, and I think she has been one of the star batters. The wicket-keeper batter, very agile, very good behind the wickets. And when it comes to batting, I think she has led the attack with all her calmness. And she has been a very good runner between the wickets as well. Oh, that smart fielding. Yeah, look at that commitment from Kate, even when there's only 3 runs that are required for the win. But you mentioned something that I think for Thailand as well, they are senior players. Each one of them understands their responsibility. Tipacha will do well with the ball. This aerial, just short of the fielder. Well, she attacked the ball, but the ball was always dying on her. Samaira, top work there from Samaira. She was caught in 2 minds, thought about going for the catch and saving the runs, but in the end, wasn't able to pull off either. Again, trying to hit over the infield, thought about, couldn't get there in time just to take the catch, and then just committed to saving the runs. And with that single, the scores are level. And there she goes. Expensive drive, but straight to the cover fielder. They'll need to wait for another over at least. It's 95 for 4. Thailand just 1 run away. Well, it's going to be Isha Oja. And it's Nana Pat on strike. I think she will be the best batter to score that last run. And I think she deserves it, especially with the way she batted in the knockout stages. Here comes Isha Oja. Good use of the feed, and she finds the gap. That's it. Thailand are the champions of the ACC Premier Cup, and they've done it in style. 6 wickets. It's all they have in their hands.
And a 6-wicket win here for the Thai ladies. They came here, they've seen everything, and eventually they've been able to conquer, winning this tournament and defeating the defending champions in the final. They won the toss and made sure they've also won the all-important clash by 6 wickets against the UAE.
And there you can see no big celebration. They know how important this is, but that shows character as well. Not getting carried away. They're very focused. They took every game one at a time, and then they have performed wonderfully in this.
Yeah, I think it's very difficult for you to hate on the Thai team. They are very, very humble as winners. They are champion players. They could be humble, but once they take the field, they are very, very good. They play as champions, but they always have the respect of their opponents. So it's been a very, very good performance from them, Thailand. And that's a summary of the game. UAE asked to bat first. They could only manage to get 95 for 9 in their quarter of 9 of 20. Isa Osha, the captain, leading from the front again, 31 for her. But her opening pass stand of 52 with Satish was the foundation for the team. Unfortunately, the rest of the team couldn't support that, and they could only manage 95 for 9 in their quarter of 20, which we felt might not be enough for them to be able to win the game.
And yes, in response, Thailand 96 for 4. And again, Nana Pat doing the damage, 36 for her. And Nata Khan went off to a good start as well, 23 for her. And a wicket each for Aisha, Suraksha, Katie and Hina. They fought well, but it was not enough. And at the end of the match, it's the best team that won, which is Thailand. So wonderful end to this wonderful tournament. And that's me, Shaidur and Dennis, signing off from the comm box. Please don't go away. We'll be catching you shortly with others there with the post-match presentation.
A gritty encounter to conclude a brilliant, brilliant finale here at the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026. 2 weeks of incredible cricket comes to an end. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Biomass Oval again for one final time for the post-match presentation. There's a lot of awards to be given away today, and let me quickly introduce my presentation party. To the right, Mr. Komol Chantarak, President of Thailand Cricket. Mr. Abhiram Yadav, President of Cricket Indonesia. Mr. Mahinda Vallipuram, President of Malaysia Cricket. And Mr. Anurag Bhatnagar, Director of Hong Kong Cricket. To present the player of the final, presented to Nanapat from Thailand for a wonderful, wonderful contribution, 36 of 32 and a run out. Mr. Komol Chantarak, to do the honors, please. He's had a fantastic tournament. May I have you for a quick chat, please? Well done on this tournament. You've had a fantastic one personally and the team. How do you feel?
I'm really happy and I'm proud of my team. Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks of incredible cricket. The bodies must need a lot of rest. What was that quick discussion after the win you just had?
I just the party. Yeah.
Brilliant. You do deserve it. Have a good party. Have a good night. All the very best for the future games. That was the player of the match. Next, we have a lot of people to thank, a lot of people to appreciate, and to present this award, may I please invite President of Cricket Indonesia, Abhiram S. Yadav. The first award will go to the match referee, Varsha Nagre from India. The umpires for the day, Dedundu Silva from Sri Lanka. Salima Imtiaz from Pakistan. Afia Huma from Pakistan. And Rokeya Sultana from Bangladesh. The managers of both teams, Subha Venkatraman, UAE. And Khurram Gilani from Thailand. They've had incredible contributions behind the scenes. Their teams are here with their head held high, and these two people are very, very important for this success. The liaison officers, Ainur Amilina from Team Thailand. Arina Rahim, Team UAE. And to represent the match officials, Intan Safina. Finally, somebody who had to be here to ensure the players' safety, the team tournament doctor, Dr. Vinod. This tournament wouldn't have been successful without the support of all of these people. Thank you, sir. Moving on, the player of the tournament. This was a very, very bold call. Multiple good performances, but one stood out. Incredible with the bat, with the ball, as a captain as well. May I please invite the captain of the UAE, Isha Oza, 246 runs and 12 wickets. And Mr. Komol Chantrak will present the award. The player of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen, captain of the UAE. May I invite her for a quick chat as well? Isha, you've had a fantastic tournament up until now. It is okay, tough luck. What are the feelings immediately?
It would have been better to be on the other side. I think, yeah, we gave it all these past 2 weeks, but we could have done a bit more better today and could have been on the winning side. But well done to Thailand. They played better cricket than us today and good cricket from them.
Absolutely. Where do you think it went wrong for you today?
I think we didn't have enough on the board. It was quite a good wicket to bat on. we could have pushed a bit. I think we did have a slow start and then we continued. We didn't have that momentum. So yeah, more runs on the board and we could have restricted them.
Just a quick thought. Samaira usually opens the bowling for you. Today you decided to go against that plan. Any particular reason why?
Just looking at the conditions, I think there was not much happening. There was good bounce on the wicket. It was coming on the bat nicely. So we thought maybe we can try with our spinners and maybe trap them there. But they played good cricket eventually.
Brilliant. You've done fantastically well yourself and your team. You should be very, very proud of your achievement. Go on, rest well, and all the best for the next tournaments.
Thank you. Thank you.
The captain and the player of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. And the runners-up awards to the team UAE will be presented by Mr. Anurag Bhatnagar, Director of Hong Kong Cricket. The players can come up one by one and they can collect their medals of honor. They've been fantastic this entire tournament from game one. May I have a huge round of applause for the team? They've not given an inch away on the field. Every player has stepped up at some point in time. And the UAE should be very, very proud of the way they've played their cricket. The support staff have been fantastic. They've had all the support they need. Quick turnarounds, immediate games, very little rest time. Ladies and gentlemen, one more very important award to be given by Mr. Komal to one of the most important officers on the field, Mr. Anup. Can I please ask you to come up here and collect an award? You've seen through proceedings with eagle eyes. Nothing has escaped you. And you do deserve a huge, huge round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir, for presenting the awards. May I ask Mr. Mahinda Vallipura, Mr. Komal, and may I please invite Mr. Kader Mohiddin and everybody else. Thank you so very much, sir. A huge round of applause. May I please call upon the winning captain, captain of Thailand, a proud captain, to come up and have a quick chat with me before you take your awards. Very, very well done. You should be a proud team and a very proud captain.
Yeah, I always say I'm very proud of my team. You know, every game that we play together is make me like very proud. Yeah.
Multiple good performances, great performances, to be very honest. If you had to pick one or two from this tournament, which one would you pick?
Oh my God. Sorry, teammate. I think Panita Maya. Yeah, I pick one. Yeah, because I think I saw her effort in the field with the ball and with the bat. I think she done it pretty good. Well, you know, for me, it's her like a wonderful woman. For me, yeah, I am very proud of her.
Absolutely. Fanita Maya has been fantastic for you and your team. But I will not let you stay with me for much longer. You have an award to collect. Your team is waiting for you. All the very best for the future tournaments and congratulations on this magnificent win. To present the Champions Awards, can I please invite Mr. Mahinda Vallipuram, Mr. Komal Chantrak and Kader Mohiddin, CEO of Cricket Thailand. The team can come one by one. Thailand have been fantastic this entire tournament. With every game, they've only grown strength to strength. They were title contenders from game number 1, equally competing with UAE. And just today, they crossed the finishing line with flying colors. They should be very, very proud of this achievement. And this is the brand of cricket that is taking associate nations to a pedestal that we all cannot imagine. It is going to a level, it is getting so competitive. And these are the people that are responsible for it. You all should have your heads held high and should be very, very proud of your achievements. May I please invite the captain to come and collect the trophy from the 3 gentlemen on my right. The winning trophy. So you can pick it up and please help the captain take it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026, Thailand. An incredible journey, an incredible performance. Can we have the team up here as well to celebrate with their captain? A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the victorious Thailand side. They've been fantastic. Well, the Thailand team, ladies and gentlemen, the champions of the ACC Women's Premier Cup 2026 in Malaysia. A huge round of applause for the performances of both teams, but Thailand emerged victorious. A few more pictures, a little bit more celebrations. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much for presenting the awards. Thailand, you can take it away. A few more pictures. Well, that was proceedings here from Malaysia. The BAYUEMAS Oval will say goodbye one more time here. Until next time, it's bye-bye from here.